recap the final score tonight. 5-9-0 for Fresno State. And the 3 runs by Hawaii on 7 hits. They commit 2 errors. And as you had talked about, Sam, a cleanly played game last night by Hawaii when it was Fresno State that was throwing the ball around last night, which led to pretty much the Hawaii's win. Role reversal tonight, those 2 costly errors by Hawaii.
Yeah, the 8th inning really did him in. One of the things that I was looking at, from a pitcher's perspective, you have Aaron Judge up, you have a 3-2 count. Hawaii's still in the lead. Jerry Arakawa still pitching 3-2 count. They go in with a fastball, kind of set him up for an awesome pitch, go back to a fastball. He hits a line drive in the center field, kind of opens the floodgates. That might be the difference in the ball game, just one pitch like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big kid up there. It's the only guy I think on the team right now hitting over 300. You just don't want that guy beating you. So maybe you go with a breaking ball or a changeup because you still have that open base and you can leave it up, but you got to put a fastball right in there, and he crushed it. It's a big boy.
I mentioned to Coach that I felt as though Jared Arakawa, and obviously he knows much more than I, was leaking a little gas. He didn't feel that was the case. You guys saw the game going into the 8th inning. Was Arakawa. He had given up some hard-hit base hits, and here he is against Judge. And, obviously you're just a mistake away, as we saw him giving up the big base hit. Did you think he was tiring at all, or is he...
Well, he might have been a little bit tired. His fastballs were a little bit up in the zone, but I think, he was still good with his changeup. He was still good with his curveball. He can go to those late in the game when he's tired. Obviously, when you're tired as a pitcher, you're going to leave some fastballs up in the zone, up and away for a lefty. But, I thought his changeup and his curveball was really working well. Sitting right behind the plate, he still had good movement on those pitches.
We just saw the base hit by Judge, and then, with the bullpen, as we had talked about in the pregame show, had been so strong, we kind of let him down tonight. Meanwhile, offensively for Hawaii, they were pretty much held in check as it was a strong performance by their starting pitcher and the guy out of the pen as well for Fresno State.
Yeah, it's definitely UH's offense struggled with tonight. What really, I think, perked up from my standpoint was in the first inning. They got that run on the board really quick. Had first and third with 1 out, and then Colin Bennett, a senior, grounds into a double play, and that really kind of just put this halt into everything. If they could have got another run across and really put the hurting to their starting pitcher, it could have been a whole different ball game.
Steven Ventimiglia was once again big today, and I wanted to mention Ventimiglia because he's a guy that we had talked about in the pregame show about his ability to get on base and do all the things in terms of leading this team in hitting. There was and we also mentioned this in the pregame show, that there's nothing routine with this guy, because if there's a 3-hopper to the shortstop, you better go, because he has a chance of beating this thing out. And that's exactly what happened. He beat out a relatively routine ground ball to the shortstop, and then of course Ventimiglia making a strong play defensively. But getting back to Aaron Judge, the guy who came up with a big base hit, some guys just look like a major leaguer, and he's one of them.
He might look like he belongs in the NBA. He looks a little bit like Blake Griffin, but yeah, he's a big boy. He's obviously the guy you don't want beating you out of their lineup. He's probably the only really dangerous kind of power bat they have in their lineup. He's a really good player.
Yeah, he's just a big, strong, athletic kid with 6'5", 6'6", and you just look at him, he's just kind of a man amongst boys out there, and Jared made one mistake or whatever, and the kid hit it hard.
Really quick, as a pitcher, Jared, would you ever challenge that guy? Obviously you get behind the count and you got to come in with something, right?
Well, I was the type of pitcher that I'd throw off speed. My fastball, I wasn't going to put it by him, but I could throw different pitches for strikes, and that's just a guy you can't let beat you.
We got about 30 seconds. Quickly talk about how big you are.
Oh, it's huge, honestly. It's a little difficult for UH tomorrow. They got Scott Squire going, freshman. So hopefully he comes out with his 8 inning.
Tomorrow is Fresno State and Hawaii for the series. Hawaii taking it last night, and then Fresno State bouncing back tonight. It's windy, it was cold, and Fresno State comes up with a win. I'm going inside and warming up, fellas. I hope I see 5-3. Fresno State's a winner. We'll see you back here tomorrow.